Hey, how's it going? Coming at you from NorCal. I just wanted to do a quick write-up or a little video shot on installing studs in a Volkswagen Beetle. I got a 62 Beetle here. It's been a project car for about the last year. Me and my son been doing a bunch of work on it. We did new floor pans in it, POR 15, the undercarriage, new engine transmission, disc brakes. So one of the things that's always bothered me about this car is every time I take the wheels on and off, it's a pain in the butt trying to get them back on. And even taking them off's hard because they just fall down and it's literally almost a two-person job. So I wanted to put studs on and get rid of these wheel lug bolts. So this wheel is actually done. So these are the new Acorn lug nuts on here, all torqued down. I got a new brake drum on there as well. The reason I ended up putting new brake drums on is because I stripped the bolt out last week. So, and they were old anyway, they needed to be replaced. So I figured out that was a good time to buy two of them. So this one's done, but I wanted to go to the other side of the car and it's not finished yet. And I just wanted to kind of go over what I got going over there and you can talk about the installation of these studs. Okay, so I've got two hubs or two drums here. This was the old drum that was on the car prior to the one I just took off that had the wheel lugs on there. I wanted to see how far the lugs actually went through the actual drum in comparison to putting the studs. There's the one with the studs on right here. So what I did is, if you guys take a look here, you can see where these are fully torqued down and they're only maybe an eighth of an inch, maybe a 16th of an eighth of an inch past the actual drum. And there's still plenty of space to go a little bit deeper than that. So what I did on these when I put these studs on is I went a little bit deeper, probably twice as deep, maybe about, it might be a little more than an eighth of an inch. But I feel real comfortable with that, with these in, and they're also loctited in as well. So that was a concern for me, as I just wanted to make sure it was safe and there was enough thread going through the actual drum. And at this point, I'm feeling real comfortable with that. So one thing too, when you're torquing these things down, they're calling for like 25 foot-pounds of torque. So with the drums, the way the Volkswagen is set up, you're not gonna like bottom these things out. They'll just keep going through the actual drum. So as long as you're putting Loctite on there and you're going not too deep, that you're gonna hit the actual brake drum inside, you're going to be totally fine. Some guys will use red, and you can use red Loctite. The reason I did not choose to use red was I didn't want to have these things stuck on if I ever needed to get them off again. And that's, with red, you're looking at like 230 foot-pounds of torque needed to actually break one of those free. And if you ever stripped one out or you wanted to replace one, you're pretty much probably not going to be able to get it out without breaking it. So blue is also used. I looked at like 3 different manufacturers of these, and a couple of them use blue, one used red. So I ended up using blue Loctite on it. And most of the force is going to be pulling away from the wheel too, not twisting. So once they're in, I'm not going to even worry about it. I'll probably check them after like 100 miles. I'll just pull the wheel off to make sure nothing's moving. But just keep that in mind. And one thing too, when you do use the Loctite, clean them out real good with brake cleaner. Spray brake cleaner in each hole. Make sure there's no residue in there so you get a nice clean seal with it. One other thing too I wanted to talk to you guys about was the torque multiplier tool. And I'll hook that up real quick and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the torque multiplier tool I was talking about. This thing is awesome. If you have a Volkswagen and you're ever going to take off your drums more than once, these are definitely worth the investment. They're about $100. But what this will do is it will actually torque this lug or this axle bolt on to 250 pounds with very little force. In fact, this is what you put your torque wrench on. And if you torque this to 30 pounds, it's the equivalent of 270 foot-pounds of torque. And you can do it right on the car like this. I mean, with the emergency brake set, it's super easy and it works fantastic. So if you're ever looking to buy a tool for your shop and you're gonna be working on VWs at all, highly recommend the torque multiplier tool. well worth it. Will save you a lot of headaches and make your life 10 times easier. So that's about it from NorCal. Good luck with your project. If you have any comments below, please comment. I got all this stuff on Amazon. I'll try to put the links down below and give you guys a little link on those so you can find them. I think everything total is like maybe like 35 bucks for everything, for all the lug bolts and the studs and the Loctite. So that's it. Take care. Peace out.